What's up, guys? Welcome back to Fish Over Chicks Woodworking. My name is Peter, and today we're going to be talking about 8 awesome hardwood projects that you can sell and make money. So let's get into it. So the first project that we have to talk about, obviously, is a cutting board. These are 2 cutting boards I made a few weeks ago, and they're just regular cutting boards, but these are not actually the first project I want to talk about. I want to talk about a very specific type of cutting board, so let's grab that. What I want to talk about is these American flag cutting boards. These things are super cool. They're a lot of fun to make, and they are not too hard to make either. They're just maple and walnut, so they're not too expensive. Obviously, the walnut's the expensive wood here, but they came out looking really good. And if you want to learn how to make these, I've got a video. We'll link it into the description, or we'll put it in one of these corners here. But these sell like crazy. People love these. They're really cool. You don't think about American flags and think, oh, one could be cutting board, but they can be, and people love them. So these are a great project to sell. And about the stars here, clearly they don't have stars. They don't need stars. People love them the way they are, and I think they came out looking really good. So that's project number 1, the American flag cutting board. So project number 2 that I want to talk to you guys about is coasters. This is another one. Everyone talks about coasters because they're easy to make. These are just some scrap pieces of maple, but the maple ones are not what I want to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about these really cool bloodwood coasters. Bloodwood is an exotic wood, and exotic wood coasters are super cool. I love the way they look, and they're super easy to make. I bought a piece of bloodwood just so I can make different types of coasters out of them, and this is what it came out looking like. I mean, this is just with some tung oil on it, and it came out looking really good. So bloodwood coasters are a great project. Any type of exotic wood will look really cool. Purple heart, or I think it's called zebra wood, right? Zebra wood, really expensive, but you can sell them for a good amount of money because they're beautiful. So that's number 2. 3 is just like the coasters. We've got maple and bloodwood. These are boxes, and not just specifically boxes. The bloodwood one is actually a tissue box. It's the perfect size for one of those little puffs tissue boxes. I actually can't find a tissue box right now. I'm not sure where they went, but this is about, I don't know how big it was. It was like 5 inches by 5 inches, I think. And this is a tissue box, perfect size for tissue box. Yeah, so boxes and tissue boxes, that's number 3. Obviously, boxes are always fun to make, and they're always useful. So those are also great gifts to give. Moving on to number 4. John is actually going to be showing you guys number 4 and 5. So, John, take it away.
Thank you, Pete. I am glad to finally be in a video or two, but I'm going to quickly talk to you guys about a few projects I've made here in my own shop. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about falls similarly in the category of cutting boards, but they're a little bit different. We're going to talk about charcuterie boards. So charcuterie boards, or kind of cheese plates, are really just big serving plates that really only serve a function to look nice, and you are able to eat off them. So you can go a lot of different routes with these. I like to keep it pretty simple. Here's some black walnut with kind of a maple stripe going through it. And it's really a similar process to making a cutting board, but you have more of kind of a serving plate in mind. And there's a couple different routes you can go. This one you see doesn't have a handle, and I wanted to make one that is a little easier to serve. So this one has a bit of a handle on it, so you can kind of set it on the table like that. And you can really take this in whatever direction you want to go. This was kind of an experiment for me, but I've been experimenting with thinner lines and doing some pieces with that in it. And really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys, you could literally take a charcuterie board and turn it into a cribbage board if you wanted to take the time to draw the lines on. So just thought I'd throw that in there really quickly. The next project I'm going to talk about is bowls. So obviously you will need a lathe to make these, but I think if you can take the time and get the right wood, they can turn out really beautiful, and they're really nice just to have on your coffee table. And they're really nice decorative pieces for pretty much any room. You can style the wood to match any decor you'd want to. This is some myrtle that I picked up from a local store, and I think this turned out really nice. I did drill the lathe chuck through the bottom of this by accident. Accidents happen. So I put a piece of bloodwood right on the bottom of that just to kind of cover up those holes, and I think it turned out really nice. This is one of those projects that does really require hardwood. I've tried to put some pine and other soft things on the lathe, and it just doesn't turn out how you want it. So I would really recommend you find some kind of hardwood that looks really nice and stains well. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up. I'm going to send it back to Pete here in a moment. If you guys want to see more of me in the videos coming up, let us know down in the comments below, and I'll send you back over to Pete.
thank you, John, for those beautiful projects. You did an amazing job. He can edit and he can star in the films. I mean, the guy does it all. So, good job, John. The next one we're talking about is business card holders. This is basically just a little box, I guess, that I cut out the circle there with a Forstner bit, and just a little business card holder there. Really cool, great gift to give. And I've actually sold a decent amount of these too. I think I've sold 12 of them, which, you know, I mean, I don't make a ton of them, but they're fun to make. They're cute. So, business card holders. The next project we have is also another project I did a video on. It is a sound amplifier. So, let me go grab a phone and I'll show you what I mean by that. The next one we're going to talk about is a chessboard. Now, this is a very small chessboard. I actually made this for my dad for a Christmas present because he wanted a small one. Chessboards are awesome projects. These, it's basically a cutting board. You make it the same way you'd make a cutting board. And if you put some mineral oil on this, it can be a cutting board. So if you want a chessboard that you can also eat off of, you can just turn this into a cutting board. But chessboards are an awesome project. I haven't figured out how to make the chess pieces yet, so I'm not going to do that. But chessboards you can sell for a lot of money on Etsy. I mean, I've looked on Etsy quite a bit, and the cheapest chessboard I saw was $80, and this definitely did not cost anywhere near $80 to make. It's quite small. But chessboard, this is cherry and walnut, and it came out looking super good. I'm really happy with it. Now, that's the 8 projects that I told you we're going to be talking about. But now I got some honorable mentions that I didn't want to make a whole segment about them because I've talked about them before. Floating wine holders, these were made out of maple. I don't have a bottle of wine with me right now because I don't drink in the shop, obviously. But we do have a video on how to make one of these. But basically, you put it there and then you put the wine right in there and it floats. It looks pretty cool. So that's another easy one to make. And then we've got a trivet. This one I actually made for my grandpa. I'm going to be doing a video on how to make cool patterns like this pretty soon. But it's just a little cheese board. I think John did talk about charcuterie boards in one of the other projects. But a little trivet cheese board. It's cool. So that's going to do it today for the video, guys. Those were 8 or 9 or 10. I don't know how many we did. Cool projects that you can make out of hardwood that will sell and that will make you money because they've sold and they've made me money. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please like, please subscribe, please comment down below any other videos you'd like us to make. We are always more than happy to take your suggestions and make videos out of it. We will be doing a shop tour soon once I get the shop completely clean. But it is not clean yet, so we will not be doing that for a minute. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.